And then more interestingly, this is even broken down in a product I love in Ramp's product called Price Intelligence, and then accounting automation, where you can see, maybe you get a quote from a vendor like Salesforce. They tell you it'll be $300 per seat. You can upload that contract and see here's what the rest of the market is paying. And so just as you can go on Zillow and see what your home might be worth, you can figure out if you're paying market rate or getting charged a little too much, and make your business a little bit better. And so we love just making data available to people building businesses.
You've been doing a lot of work around taking the aggregate payments that startups spend, and you're able to, without invading anybody's privacy, putting that out there very clearly, tell us what's going on in the space, who's spending on what products, huh?
You're exactly right. We're now Ramp customers, over 50,000 organizations, are spending more than $100 billion per year across the platform. And through that, it turns out it's an incredible index in an aggregated and anonymized way to get a sense of what's actually happening in the economy. You can see this at any point. Just go to ramp.com/data, and you can dive into and see, spend increasing, decreasing, where people say, growth is happening in the AI market. How is it happening at the model layer, and dig in any way. But that's been a really fun project, open source.
All right, let's leave that up for a second here, Alex, because we can review it and explain it to the audience who's listening primarily. If you're listening and you want to watch the show, we have video up on Spotify, and you can go to youtube.com and search for us. So well, we had that chart of the leaderboard. I think the leaderboard was kind of interesting. If we can go back to that one, Alex.
Absolutely. Here you go.
Perfect. I make it 2 times bigger if you don't mind. New customer count, OpenAI in the #1 spot. Intuit, which makes QuickBooks, I believe. Anthropic, which makes Claude. Canva, and Adobe, which make creative software. And then by new spend, you got HubSpot, Carta, Vanta, Pipe17, and Avalara. I don't know if I know Avalara, but Carta obviously for cap tables, Vanta for your SOC 2. And by new spend, that's interesting. So these are the top SaaS vendors from last month across all of your customer base, which is startups, right? Or mostly startups.
It's that's how we started, but actually it's really not anymore.
No.
Technology where it's a little over-indexed in, but this is everything: consumer goods, healthcare, manufacturing. You name it, and some of these are temporal. So Avalara, for example, is sales tax automation software, and there's a big tax deadline. I think actually on Wednesday of this week, and so folks kind of bolstering all that side of it. But it's an interesting look, even at just what AI adoption is, or software adoption, even outside of typical software world.
Yeah, and this information, people used to trade on information like this at hedge funds where it was available for purchase. So there would be companies that would aggregate credit card data. They would pay the credit card companies for the aggregate data. They would clean it up and they would sell it to hedge funds. Just like satellite companies sometimes would look at the number of the cars in a Walmart, and then they would literally, back in the day, Alex, count them. And then they would show the trend of how many people are in the Walmart parking lot and for how long or whatever they could. Yeah. And then you could maybe make some trades on how Walmart versus Target are doing, and make a couple of basis points. Again, back to that information asymmetry we talked about earlier.
Yep. I think you raise a really good point, Jason, that a lot of this data was out there, but it was the highest bidder to go and get this, and a big part of why we publish this at the same time every month, we make it available to everyone, is it turns out for most people, just small business owners, finance teams, people just trying to make improvements, have very little visibility both into what are others doing to improve their business. And so we just try to open source this and let people see what are, right or wrong, what are people moving their businesses to, so you can have the latest sense of what actually might be creating value, not just who's marketing, but what are people buying. And then more interestingly, you can, this is even broken down in a product I love in Ramp's product called Price Intelligence, and then accounting automation, where you can see, maybe you get a quote from a vendor like Salesforce. They tell you it'll be $300 per seat. You can upload that contract and see here's what the rest of the market is paying. And so just as you can go on Zillow and see what your home might be worth, you can figure out if you're paying market rate or getting charged a little too much and make your business a little bit better. And so we love just making data available to people building businesses.
Well, and this is just such a great startup tip. If you can create data that comes out on a regular basis and people cite it on podcasts or journalists do, that's how Zillow with this estimate, and we've had the founder of Zillow on here a couple of times, and I've actually had the CMO who created it on, and it infuriated people. And when they launched it, they did an estimate, which then forced everybody to talk about it and how it was wrong.
Yes.
And so then everybody engaged with it, which then created more press because people were like, my home's worth 2 million. You're saying it's worth 1 million. This is terrible. And it's like, okay, well, we can fix it. Just tell us what it's worth and we'll adjust it. And they did that even on a very granular level, Alex. They would do it by market. So then they created a marketing strategy in the 2.0 of that to go after the local newspapers, go after the local news programs, go after the local radio shows. And this is what's called earned media in the space. Paid is you're paid for Google ads or TikTok ads. Earned media means you created something of quality content that gets you on a podcast like this and we talk about it. And there's an implied like, oh, well, this person, Eric, is smart because he has data. And here you are. Now people know Ramp, you get a couple more customers. So well played. And, Carta does this, everybody does it. But you got to actually have a thoughtful, good data set. And I always appreciate, Eric, when you tip me off on which trades I should make with this data before in our group chat. So I do appreciate that everybody gets access to it after we make our trades and place them. Eric shaking his head. We don't do it.